Welcome to Neural Math. We are still busy with the grade 6. In our today's topic, we are dealing with numbers 0 to 100,000. So I hope you are comfortable. Please grab a piece of paper. I prefer you have a notebook so that you can work along with me. And you can see on the screen, there's an exercise that is given. There's an example that is given. And what are we doing right here? We've got a question. What number will these cards make? So we've got five cards. And you can see on the second picture here, the cards are aligned to the right because it's very important. Before we add them, we always align those numbers to the right so that we can have the units aligned, the tens aligned, and so on. So let's just show it with the first example. The first example is given to us right here. So we got this example right here. And what happened is that all the numbers were aligned here. They are aligned. So they first put 3,000, then 200, then 40, then 9. And now when it's aligned like this, it becomes easy for us to add because we can now draw a line. Remember, it's an addition. We can put our addition there. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 9, we have 9. Then 0 plus 0 plus 4, we have 4 there. And then 0 plus 2, it's 2. And then we have 3. That has got no digits to be added. So the answer is 3,249. Okay, that's wonderful. Now let's move to number 1B. So I'll just write 1B here on my right side of the screen. I'm going to, so it's 1B. So what do I have? So I'm going to write, I've got 1,000. I'm going to write 1,000 there. And then I've got 500. It's always better for me, the next line, to write this way. Okay, this is the second line. I'm going to start from the unit going that way. So I've got 0, 0, and then 5, right? And the next number we've got here is 2. The unit is 2. So now we're able to add all those numbers together with plus sign. What are we going to have now? We've got 0 plus 0 plus 2, it is 2. 0 plus 0 plus 0, it is 0. 0 plus 5, it is 5. And then we just have 1. Because we don't have digit here, so we may consider as if it's added with zeros. There's nothing. So 1 plus 0 is still 1. There is our answer. It's going to be 1,502. Okay. Let's go to question 1. So it's 1C. Okay, question 1C. Can you please try it on the side? I know you've got your notebook. You can try just on your side. So what do you do first? The first step, you want to align all the number, all right? Writing them from the right to the left. So I'm going to have 0. So I've got 3 zeros. And then I've got 0 and 7. And then the next one, so I've written this. Now let me now write this. I start from the right. Got these 3 zeros. And then I've got 2. Now let me write this number, 400. 400 is made of 2 zeros, and then we got 4 here. And then I've got this one is 30, so I've got 0 and then 3. Right? Now I can draw my line with the addition. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, it is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 3, it is 3. 0 plus 0 plus 4, we have 4. 0 plus 2, we have 2. And then 0. And then here we got 7 plus, there's nothing there. So it's 0 plus 0 plus 0, there's nothing. It is still 7, right? So the final answer here is 72,430. Great, wonderful. I hope it's becoming much easier the more we write. Let me just bring the page up so that we've got space. Okay, so now the next exercise. I'm just gonna do it here. So I've got 1D. So I'm going to write 80,000. So I 0, 0, 0, then 0, 8. So I've written this. The next one is 5,000. So it's 0, 0, 0, and 5. Next one is this. It's 20, 0, 2. And then the next one is this 5. Right? So you can see that all these numbers are aligned on the right so that the unit must be aligned. It's something we need to pay attention on. Okay? And when we add here, what have we got? 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5, it's 5. 0 plus 0 plus 2, it is 2. 0 plus 0, it's 0. 0 plus 5, it's 5. And then we've got 8 here. So this is our answer. It's going to be 85,025. That's wonderful. Now, the next exercise, it's 1E. 1E, right? 1E. So this is it, this exercise. So we have to draw 60,000. It is right there. 60,000 plus 4. So 4 is a unit, right? Which digit is a unit here? The 0 is the unit. And on the next number, which digit is the unit? It's 4, which is the only number, by the way. And it's a unit, so we put 4 there. And then we draw our line, an addition. And the answer is going to be 0 plus 4 is 4. And then 0 plus 0 is 0, 0, 0, and 6 there. So the final answer here is 60,004. Right? Let me just write the 4 and 4. So it's 60,004. So it's pretty easy, these exercises. I'm going to leave these last 3 exercises for you. I'm sure you can try them, see what you get. Okay, you can see what you get. It's going to be pretty easy. And then I'm just going to do the last one, I. So number 1, I. So what do we have here? So it's going to be 20,000. Let me see. So remember we said we prefer to write starting from the right going to the left. We start writing from the right going to the left because it's gonna make it easy for us to align our numbers. Okay, remember the objective of this topic is to teach us exactly how to align these numbers like they've done here. Look, this is the objective. Can you see these numbers that are disorderly placed here? But here they are now aligned, and because they are aligned, it means the unit is always aligned. And when you do so, this is how you place the number correctly before you put the addition there. And that's the only way for you to find the correct answer. So this is basically the aim of this topic here, is to help us to organize the numbers correctly, align them on the right, so that we are able to add. Let us go to the last exercise. So it's 1E. We're going to write 20,000. So remember, we start from the right toward the left. So this is 20,000, right? Now we're going to write 3,000. So we start, this is the unit here. So we must first put the unit below the previous unit. So we have 3,000, this. And then the next number is 10. So it's 0 and then 1. And the next number here is 1. So we place 1 here. You can draw the line. We put a plus. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1, it's 1. 0 plus 0 plus 1, it's 1. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. And then we have 2 here. So the final answer here is going to be 23,011. Great. So I know you were able to place their number here on 1G and 1H. So what would be the final answer here is going to be 5,327. And the correct answer here is going to be 20,004. So you just compare with what you were able to do and check if the procedure was correct. Thank you very much. But maybe we still have some time. Yeah, with this few time left, maybe we can do the next exercise, 2.0. Okay, so what have we got here? Question 2 says, write the number in the correct column. Write the number in the correct column. So this is very interesting because it now puts each digit of the number in its column. This is a way to train us and understand that the unit must be aligned, the tens must be aligned between them, the 100 must also be aligned. Okay, so the example has been given here. We can see by unit. Well, what is a unit here? It's 6. Okay, so is the digit in the most right? That's the unit. And then thereafter you got a 10, you've got 100, you've got 1,000, and so on. So let's do the same here. Okay, with B here, what is the unit here? The unit is the digit in the most right. So the first digit here. So it's going to be 9. And then as we move from the right to the left, the next one is the 10, which is 8. The next one is the digit 0. And the next one here, which is 1,000, it's 4. Likewise here, what will be the unit is 8. And then 0 will be the 10. We've got 1, which will be the 100. We've got 3, which will be the 1,000. We've got 6, which will be the 10,000. Let's move again. The next exercise. What's the unit here? The unit here is going to be 0. And then the 10 is going to be 9. The 100 is going to be 2. The 1,000 is going to be 9 again. And then the 10,000 is going to be 5. What about here? 2.E. So what will be the unit? The unit is going to be this, 0. The 10 is going to be 0. The 100 is going to be 1. The 1,000 is going to be 0. And then the 10,000 is going to be 3. So now you understand how we can do it.